Hello everyone, this is me Shapnojit. Welcome to my channel. Patience is the one thing in our life which is slowly going away, or you can say rapidly going away. In today's world, in today's fast moving, fast changing world, patience is something which we clearly need in our life, which we really need to get things going. In today's world, it's very easy to get all the things we want in a click of a button. We want a pizza, we want food, we don't need to cook it, we just need to order it from any app. We need groceries, we need food items, we need furniture, table, anything, electronics, or anything. We just need to use our phone. Gone are the days when people used to write letters and post to the post office and wait for weeks or even months to get a reply. In today's world, even 1 second is taken as a long time. In fact, when we are texting, when we are calling someone, even the slightest delay of a microsecond makes us impatient. So we can understand the level of impatience in today's world where everything comes so easily for us. That's why patience is something which we are really missing and really needing. Suppose the internet is not working properly. Suppose the electricity has gone for just maybe 5 minutes. All these activities make us so much impatient that we become angry, agitated, furious. So this is a very bad quality, my friends. We must need to understand, we must understand that patience is very crucial for us, for our mental well-being, for our physical well-being, and yes, for the betterment of our career, of our life also. Because if a person is impatient, then he will never be able to struggle much. Because whenever he will feel struggle, whenever he will see some struggle, whenever he will see some failure or some kind of non-achievement, non-fulfillment, then at that moment only he will become impatient. So if someone wants to achieve something in his or her life, patience is very important. Some people need to wait for months, even years, even decades to achieve something worthwhile. So, patience is very important. My dear friends, in old times, when people used to live a very simple life, much more simpler than today's complicated life, then people had this amazing quality of patience. That is why so many important scientific, medical, mathematical, cultural discoveries, inventions have been possible. Because during those period of time, people were patient. People could sit for hours and hours and hours and wait for the results to come. Unlike today's time when people are so much impatient that they can't stay even for 5 minutes. The lack of our patience, the reason why we are becoming so much impatient, has to do with the emergence of smartphones in our life. Smartphones, it is really sad to say, but smartphones have played the major role in today's world in making us impatient. Why? Because so many things have come into the palm of our hands due to a smartphone. Because of this tiny, powerful creature in our hand, we are not being able to concentrate on small things. We are not being able to get the patience needed for our everyday affairs. Friends, in today's episode, I'll be talking with you some time tested principles, some time tested ideas, some basic ways by which you will be able to gain patience in life. These techniques, these methods, they are very powerful and they yield results if practiced correctly and consistently. But yes, in practicing all these things also, you need to have patience. To understand this concept of patience, to develop this habit of patience, my friends, you should have some patience in observing all the techniques that I'll be showing, which will be discussed by me. In the first and foremost thing that you should do in the path of achieving patience, in the path of developing patience in your life, is to make yourself wait. Yes, my friends, you have to build such level of mentality in which you will be able to wait for things. By saying this term about making yourself wait, I am not saying that you should avoid the important things in your life which involves your work, your various activities. No. The important things have to be done in a proper manner, in a quick manner, but we often forget the difference between important and unimportant works. Sometimes we tend to indulge ourselves into works which are not that much important but which take a lot of our time. So, whenever you are doing something important, yes, definitely you should do in the normal pace. But when an unnecessary or not so important work has come up, you have to develop the way of making yourself wait. You don't need to do the work right now. You can sit back and relax. Another very important way, method by which you can develop your patience, your level of patience. Your level of patience is by thinking properly before taking a decision. You know, in our day-to-day affairs, in our office work, or in our personal work, we tend to take some decisions while being impatient. We need results, so much and so that we forget to take a moment to think about the long-term effects of the decision that we are taking. So, whenever you are taking any decision in your life, be it academic wise, be it your career wise, be it in the office, be it in the house, or anywhere, you should take a moment to think about the long term effect of the decision that you are taking. You should have questions in your mind like whether this decision will affect my long term goals, whether this decision is important for my development, whether it is important for me, for my family, whether it will negatively affect, whether the effect that it will produce, whether it is good or bad, whether positive or negative. This kind of questions can be asked by you, and maybe you will be able to understand whether you should take the decision or not, and in the process you will be able to learn how to develop patience, because definitely when you are thinking before taking a decision, you are practicing how to be patient, how to have patience in whatever you do. My friends, how often do you find yourself being impatient when someone is talking to you? How often do you feel that you should stop the person midway and start talking? This is a clear example of being impatient. In today's world, we tend to talk more but listen very less. Unfortunately, it's a quality which should be avoided for all of us. We all should be patient listeners. You know, God has given us 2 ears and one mouth. Why? Because we should listen more and talk less. That is why try to be patient listener. Whenever someone is talking to you, whenever someone is telling you something, you should listen to him or her first, then you should make a point. Whether you are agreeing with it, whether you are not agreeing with it, this is a totally different thing, but try to listen to the person carefully. Don't stop him or her in the midway. Let him finish whatever he is trying to say. In this way, this beautiful habit of patience will grow on you. My friends, Have you ever experienced the kind of physical sensations? The kind of physical sensations. Try to feel the various sensations that you are having, the various sensations that you are experiencing while you are being impatient. Try to understand the feelings. Then you will slowly realize that this impatience is costing you your health. We all know that when we are impatient, our brain releases a very toxic hormone called cortisol, which is very bad for our physical, mental, and emotional well being. So, we have to be extremely careful about not being impatient and try to understand the concept of patience in our life, which is causing this impatience in you. You should try to figure it out. You should write it down. So, after writing it down, you should ask that why this particular thing is bothering me so much that I am getting impatient. Whether I can make myself comfortable by doing this thing in a different way. Ask yourself these kind of questions, and maybe you will come out with various answers and various solutions. So try to track and note down all those things that are making you impatient. Try to practice patience in critical situations. By this, I meant to say that whenever you are feeling or facing a situation which makes you impatient in the normal scenario, try to be patient in the next time. Try to handle the situation while being patient and see the results. See wherever you are being able to complete the task in a proper way or in a better way while being patient or not. So, whenever you are feeling impatient, sit back and relax. Don't give the impatience that much importance. Take some deep breaths. Try to think about some good old memories of yours. Try to listen to some music. All these things will help you in getting rid of the impatience that you are experiencing. You know, stress is the cousin brother of impatience. Whenever we are impatient, we are feeling stressful. Likewise, when we are feeling stressful, we will be impatient. So try to get this stress out of your life. Whenever you are feeling stressful, try to figure out the exact reason why you are being stressful. Whether you should be giving this, ask yourself questions whether I should give the importance that this thing is getting from me, or this thing is not important at all. Whether I am much more stronger than these feelings which are causing me problems, which are causing so much stress in my life. Whether I am strong enough, whether I am stronger than this or not. When you will ask these questions to yourself, this menace of stress will go away from your life and you will feel much better. So my friends, in today's episode, in today's video, I have discussed some time-tested techniques and some very powerful and effective methods by which someone, you, me or anyone, will be able to develop this habit of being patient in life in different situations, and will have total control on life. Because if we always remain impatient, then unfortunately it will seriously hamper our life, our career, our relationships, our work, everything. So my friends, try to practice all these methods which have been discussed in this video and give me a comment whether these methods have been effective in your life or not. Thank you all. Please share this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done it